This video is for all the dreamers out there who are chasing their goals despite of all the obstacles that might be coming their way. Not all days are the same. Sometimes you have the courage, support, and inspiration to keep on pushing forward. Then there are days when you might be feeling anxious, overwhelmed, and even hopeless. I hope my story serves both as a companion and a ray of light, affirming that great things are coming your way. I always had varied aspirations. Thereby, many a times in my journey, things didn't pan out. I had to course correct time and again, and whenever I hit the rock bottom. First, and a major one of many, was after my 10th board results. Long story short, every school used to send out pictures of top 10 scorers to be published in the paper. I was the 11th one. Knowing that I was so close but not enough hit me really hard. Now, when I am all grown up, it seems so silly that I was relying so much on external validation. But at that phase, I wasn't able to shake off that thought. Whenever I tried to sleep, I couldn't help but imagine the excitement of others on seeing their pictures in the paper. Finally, once I started prepping for engineering and directed my energy towards the future, I was able to come out of that torturous cycle. Fast forward 6 years. I was in final year of my engineering degree. I had an immensely illustrious run in my undergrad. 9-pointer, selected for foreign exchanges, head of multiple societies, and had just published my first novel. By all accounts, I was one of those bona fide people who are going to make it in life. But after graduation, I sort of didn't. I got a plain vanilla job about which I wasn't particularly excited. To add insult to injury, a lot of my batchmates and juniors started commenting, what was the point of all the accolades that I kept on collecting during college if I ended up where I ended up? Gradually, I became sort of a loner, not very active in social circle, for the fear that people will ask me about my future plans and whatnot. Thereby, I lost all the relationships I had created during my 4-year journey. Beyond that, I course corrected again by focusing on my writing endeavors and published 3 more novels in subsequent years. They were moderate success with lakhs of copies being sold collectively. But it wasn't enough to quit my corporate job to focus completely on writing. I was in a very weird space at that time. If somebody had a book signing or gained thousands of fans, I used to feel like a failure. If somebody switched their jobs, I used to feel like I ain't trying enough in that direction. If someone went for higher studies, I guess that used to hit me the hardest. If somebody got married, this list goes on and on. I was competing on so many arenas and wasn't able to see any concrete path towards getting some sense of fulfillment from any direction. A lot of my friends used to tell me, at least you got a really good resume point out of your stint as an author. Yes, it is definitely a good icebreaker during interviews, but putting in the effort of writing 60,000 words about imaginary characters and made up situations wasn't worth for one resume point. The entire process was so consuming. My thoughts were always filled with ideas, even if I was just simply casually watching a movie. I used to keep on imagining how this scene would have been put to words in a book. Finally, when I left writing, I was able to let go of that agony of not getting enough out of my efforts. It is easy to say, snap out of it, put in the effort regardless of the results. But it is not always that easy. 6 years of devoting every free minute of my life towards making it as a writer and not making much waves was definitely one of the most enduring phase of my life. It is easy to not care when you are not trying, but the vice versa isn't that true. Finally, things started to get better. I got into MBA in an university abroad, felt everything is coming together. But just 2 weeks before I was supposed to leave, my loan application was rejected. I had already resigned from my job, gave notice at the place I was staying in, and I had no backup plan. At that time, I lost all perspective, hope, and zeal. Whenever I tried to sleep, my heart started racing and I used to wake up anxiously, trying to think a way out of my then situation. During those days, I came to know on how little sleep one can survive. My friends took turns to be with me till my father came to take care of me. To think of it now, I feel like telling my younger self, how could you have thought that your life was over at the age of 23? But at that time, everything I ever wanted was linked to MBA. I couldn't see any alternate path or any path at all. If anyone would have told me at that time that I'll go on to study from the best MBA college in India, I wouldn't have believed it because it is not that easy to believe in yourself when things are not working out. So, it is 2021, marking 5th year of me being a YouTuber. I started 5 channels in this time period and none of them were successful. Even though I amassed significant subscribers on some of them, these were not returning subscribers who used to turn up to watch my recent works. The perils of trying and not being successful on a public platform is unparalleled to anything else. Creative endeavors come straight from your heart. It is a piece of your most vulnerable self that is out there in the world for everyone to see and for everyone to judge. And when you are not successful instantaneously, you invite way more ridicule compared to words of encouragement that you might receive. However, every now and then I get few comments around how I have inspired someone to continue their journey makes up for the countless times when my knowns and sometimes unknown people have questioned that why do you continue to create videos when you aren't getting that many views? 4 months back, one of my subscribers, Shravani, commented on a video of mine. Don't ever stop making videos even if your subscribers count doesn't increase. I will be the one watching. Whenever I feel demotivated, I look back at that comment and try to create for all of you who tune back in. Even though I may not want to re experience those trying times, I wouldn't change a thing in the past. All of my experiences, colorful, bright, fun, intense, and even the dark ones, have made me who I am. In the end, it all comes together. Who knows, maybe I would have become a successful author, something that I really wanted at one point of time in my life. Then I wouldn't have gone on to have all these amazing experiences that I had later in life. I might not have gone for MBA where I met such inspiring people. I wouldn't have started my YouTube channels and met all of you guys. When my follow the herd, track the algorithm kind of mentality didn't work for YouTube, I started this channel where I share stories from my life that doesn't tally with any keywords. It is something that I am truly proud of creating. If all the things that didn't work out would have worked out, maybe I wouldn't have grown in the way I have. I'm strong, but I'm not afraid to be vulnerable. I'm confident, but I'm not overconfident. I experiment, I fail, I grieve, I rest, and then I try another way.